I'm Jenny Fern and welcome to my library. I'm a chaotic neutral mechanical engineer who's really into permaculture and wants to talk about books. So let's talk about books. Today I have my reading goals video for 2025. I had a great time with reassessing my goals from last year. It helped me focus on things that I wanted to focus on. And even if I wasn't super successful in achieving all of my goals, it kept me aware of what I really wanted to do this year with regards to reading. This year, I think I'm a little chill, a little lax. So I'll do reading goals first and then video goals second. My first goal is to always be reading one book from my shelf, my physical shelf. I read multiple books at a time, all the time. Oh, hello, Al. Don't attack the tripod, please. So I am always reading multiple books. This is how I operate. I have something that's maybe a little light, something that's an audiobook, something that's a physical book. Sometimes I have a graphic novel or a manga, and I have a digital novel, something like that. I'm always reading multiple books at once. It's just how I work the best. So I want at least one of those books to be from my physical TBR. This goal is really to help me tackle the books that I own. I really do want to be reading the books that I own. Some of this is for practical reasons. If I keep reading books that are from the library, I won't have enough room in my house for the new books that come in. So I have to read some of the books that I own. I personally am not daunted at all by the fact of owning a lot of books that I haven't read. I don't mind that. It's no different to me than just like a lot of books existing in the world that I haven't read. I love having a lot of books that I haven't read because it means I have a lot of options for what to pick out next. I can like know that I have something that I want to read like 5 years from now. Like I have these things available to me whenever I want. So I don't care about having a large physical TBR. So I keep looking over at my physical TBR. I want to read what I have because I have it because I want to read it. And I don't want to be reading new stuff all the time because I have limited space on my shelves. So that's one of the reasons. I'm aiming for at least 50 books that I read this year to be from my shelves. So last year I tried to do it as a percentage. I think in my mind this made me feel like I couldn't read, like if I'm a voracious reader of manga from the library, it made me feel like I kind of had to limit my reading from the library more than I wanted. And I got a little rebellious, I'll be honest. I got a little rebellious with my goal. I'm hoping to at least have 50 of the books that are on that shelf now. Those will transfer over to these shelves, which are my red shelves. That's the thought. The second goal is to find a good science fiction heavy booktube channel and let it inspire me. I mentioned this when I do my full wrap up that I had a bit of a hard time with the science fiction goal that I set for myself. And I think that was because I haven't been feeling inspired to read science fiction because I haven't really been hearing people talk wonderfully and like excitedly about science fiction books. I have had in the past such a passion for science fiction and I want to tap back into that. I love that genre and some of my favorite books that I read are from that genre, but last year I feel like I did worse than I did the previous year, and I didn't even have a goal related to science fiction the previous year. We'll report back once I find that good science fiction heavy YouTube channel. If you have recommendations for people that you watch that read a lot of science fiction, please leave it in the comments. I will be forever grateful. The next goal is a little vague, but it's to keep inspiring myself to read the books on my shelves and also the books that I'm interested in. And this is basically revisit the books on my shelves every so often, revisit the books that I have in like my commonplace book to pull from when I feel like I need to read something, pull from there more than just random ether. Like I want to be reading the books that I'm interested in, basically. This one I'm super excited for. I want to read short stories from literary journals, and I want to read at least one per month. I'm hoping that I do more than that. Something that I think is a little bit sad about basically tracking reading with something like Goodreads. I use Goodreads and I prioritize reading a full book. I prioritize reading a novel, anything that will count as a book, because I want to be able to put it in there. I want to be able to have it count for me for the end of the year, which is just kind of dumb because of course it counts. I read it. So anyway, I want to be able to give myself some motivation to read short stories that aren't in a short story collection. It's not like I'm reading the whole collection or whatever, but just read short stories that are available from literary journals. Get inspired by good fiction that people are writing. Part of the reason why I want to do that is because I would really like to get back into my own writing and getting inspired and doing research about different literary journals and what might fit my writing style. I also want to read some poetry, and I don't know if that's going to be with the collections that I have or with, again, these literary journals, but I would like to expand my experience a little bit more because I haven't really read that much poetry at all. Otherwise, I want to keep doing what I'm doing. I don't think it's broken. I'm having an absolutely wonderful time reading. I feel very empowered to read what I want, to do what I want, and to be able to talk to you all about what I'm reading, and having a good time is an important part of that. Okay, it's raining, but oh my god, there is a little bird. Ah, so cute. Oh, I love seeing when little birds go into my garden. So those are my reading goals. Now for my video goals. I would like to dedicate some time to advice, how-to, or resource-based videos. I love being able to tell people what they have access to and give tips on how to do things that I have found helpful. I want to do that at least every 2 months, post one video that's advice, how-to, resources, that kind of thing. I might do more than that, but I realize how little time there is in a year, so I don't want to sign myself up for so much more, especially because I am a person who has a job. I am also extremely excited for this goal, and it is to have one extra video per month that is about writing or some sort of creative project. This is because I really want to be able to focus not only on reading books as like the thing that I do all the time, but I want to be able to explore some of my other creative projects. So I want to be able to have some sort of goal and have some accountability with the videos that I am working on my own creative projects outside of reading and the videos. I want to be doing things and be proud of the things that I'm doing and that kind of stuff. I said one extra video per month. I am also going to keep my goal of one video per week. It has been a very sustainable goal for me, and I found it really helpful to commit to one video per week, and then if it makes sense, if I have too many videos in the backlog, then I do more than one video per week. But I will be doing one video per week plus one extra video per month. The subscriber goal, I feel like I'm going a little crazy here, but my subscriber goal I'm setting at 1,500 because I think that'll push me to make sure that my thumbnails look nice, try to attract people with certain types of videos. I think it'll help me in making the time to make the videos marketable to some extent. Also, I guess a plug, I have an idea for a 700 subscriber special, and it is to read 7 books in 7 days. Do a video for each of the 7 days. That's what I want to do for that. I'm kind of close, but I feel like I've been fairly stagnant, so subscribe if that seems fun to you. And also, if you want to follow along with these goals, last year I did a quarterly check-in for my goals, and I think I'll do that again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider sharing it with a friend who you think would also enjoy it. Consider liking it, and I will be back again soon.